Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast for Sisters Who Makes Waves Season 3 or Ride the Wave Season 3. We'll be reviewing episode 5 for the competition. Goodness, brain fart. This episode, they had their round 2 performances and everyone performed and we're going to talk about it. So, forgot. We're your hosts, Aneesa and Robbie, and we're so glad to have you back. I just wanted to jump right into it. So, Aneesa, how do you feel about these performances?
Overall, I really enjoyed these. I feel like the first set of performances, it was really hit or miss for me. But I feel like for this, I guess what you call the bottom half of performances, my personal preference, even they weren't that bad. So I enjoyed these more.
I have my opinions.
Yeah.
These weren't bad. I actually think everyone did well.
Yeah.
Again, one song lost again. And I don't agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like this time, we should just review both songs that were up against each other, so we can compare and contrast versus
okay, that's fine. Kind of jump back and forth with comparisons.
Right. Because I feel like that makes it. Because we could say this song went first and this song went second, but then I feel like I'm going to mention that song did this, so I feel like just mentioning them in the beginning before.
Okay,
it just makes it better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I could introduce both songs. So the first two groups that went first is Ningjing's team, who performed "Okay," which had Jessica as the leader, Wu Jinyan, Tang Shiyi, Zhang Xinyi, and Mao Junjie, and then team 2 was Na Ying's team, who performed "Love Is a Song" with Miu Li Wu, Qi Shi, Zhang Li, Zhu Jiejing, and Cindy Wong.
I'm feeling good right now.
Overall,
go first.
Me? First of all, I love both of these performances.
Same. I thought I wasn't going to like the second song just from the demo, but I liked it way more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
They did really good.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. For me, it's actually easier if I just talk about one and then talk about the other.
I just know we'll go back and forth. So I just wanted to set the stage.
Yeah. So I'll start with Jessica's group. I loved that group. The only thing that I didn't like is, it might just be just me, but I feel like Jessica's first stage, everyone looked great together. But this stage, I felt like Jessica was really overshadowing them just a little bit more compared to the first.
I don't think that was on purpose. I think these members aren't sorry. I think her team last time was stronger than this team.
Yeah.
I think that team last time was stronger vocally and was able to keep up. But I think Jessica is getting back into the groove.
Yeah.
Because she's not saying you can. I think after all the training and everything, you can't lose it. But she hasn't been performing on this stage type of level in a while. So the first stage, maybe she warmed up, but then she got back into it, and then she, seeing how she was leading them and getting them. I think leading them also helped lead herself.
Exactly.
And I think she was just in her element. So when you're in your element, you're doing your thing. I don't think she was a stage hog or anything like that.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
No, I know you didn't. I was just saying I'm just saying my little 2 cents.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you meant. I'm just I feel like when you're in your zone, you're in your zone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, you know what I mean? It is what it is, But I'm proud of her teammates getting to that level. Mm-hmm. I will say the sound editor or sound engineer should have photoshopped her parts where she sounded not great, because there are parts I was listening with the eagle eye version of the ear. She was I'm because she's going really low to really high in certain parts, especially the part where it's all in English and she's doing a fast sing talk thing. I feel like the engineer should have helped her in that perspective. I don't know if I was the only one to notice it.
I didn't notice it with Jessica's song, but I do feel like in a couple of these songs, the vocals weren't as good as in the first live performances. So maybe that was just, maybe there was someone new
across
on the job.
Board.
Yeah, it really felt like that to me. Just across the board, the vocals just weren't as clean.
Sure.
Yeah, which I'll mention later with the last performance I remember.
I think. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I love Jessica. It was giving me Mr. era back when she was in SNSD, especially when she took off her little joint, she pulled it back and she was dancing with the man briefly. They didn't do much. I think he just like held her waist and I was like, ooh.
I think Jessica's song her team was better, but the other groups like stage presence and like overall cohesiveness was better.
Yes, yeah.
Because I would listen to Jessica's song more, but I'd want to watch the other team more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. Yeah, and I think the other team worked really hard. They danced really great. Some of it was a little ripply, but that's okay.
It was.
And it was the same thing with Jessica's team, but that was on purpose because some girls were here and some girls down there, so they could get away with it, kind of, even though they weren't fully in sync. And I only say this because we've had to be in sync, and then it sometimes we would ripple.
Yeah.
So I know how it is.
Yeah.
But I think Jessica's team was a little cleaner.
Mm-hmm. They definitely were.
But
this is the problem. Jessica's team, like they had matching outfits, but they all still had a unique difference to it. And
I noticed that. Mm-hmm.
But on the other team, their outfits were slightly different, but it was pretty much the same look. Exactly. Yeah. It was pretty much uniform. Even the hair was uniform. So when they're doing things that are supposed to match, I feel like it stood out more compared to,
you were right. You're right. That makes sense. Because I'm like, because they're supposed to be like here, and I just feel like it was like do like ripple, and I'm like, But I also have to give this credit to some of the women, because some of those girls are women. Some of them are actresses and comedians, and so the fact that they can like do this, and to that degree, I'm just like, I'm going to have criticism, but I have no ill intent for any of these ladies.
Exactly.
I think every one of them crushed it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say, really. I think they did great. The dance break was good in the colors.
Yeah, it was so good.
I can tell they worked really hard.
Mm-hmm.
They did really great.
Honestly, with that team, the Love Is a Song team, I feel like I might be wrong about this. I think this is my personal preference. Mm-hmm. I think the stage looks better because they had the matching wigs. It was really uniform. Yeah. But personal preference, I would have loved if they just got rid of those wigs and just kept
I would have just had their hair.
Yeah, and just had the matching. Off.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but when they all took the wig off and they had braided, I was like, that's more interesting to me. Yeah. I would have rather them just had the uniform and then the hair.
Exactly.
But I get why they had a concept. Mm-hmm. So I'm not mad at that. Speaking of wigs.
So the winning team between those two is Jessica's team.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, I think.
It's slightly popularity contest, slightly, but I think that their team was cleaner. Mm-hmm. Like take out Jessica's like celebrity status. It still made sense because they were cleaner. Mm-hmm. Their vocals were good. I still think that the engineer, they screwed them up, and I think like just technically they were better.
Yeah, they were just generally better. Yeah, it was a close one though.
I don't want to say it in a way of like, oh, the other team sucked, because it did not. I think if they went up against another type of dance, like singing team, they would have had a better chance. But I feel like Jessica's leadership gave them an edge that the other team just didn't have.
Yes, yeah.
And so it was very interesting. Najing, what's her name? If I just say right? The leader of that team. The leader of the whole...
The colorful team?
No, the leader of the, like, Jessica's team.
The whole leader? Yeah, Ningjing.
Like, I think it was very wise for her to pick the people she picked.
Yeah. Because
she needed to make sure that she had those girls... I keep saying girls. These women in place.
Yeah.
To do what they had to do.
Exactly.
I think that's it.
Yep. So we can move on to the next two teams.
That was an acting singing challenge.
The singing and acting stage. Yeah. So the first group that went is Na Ying's team. They performed, I don't know if the song is called Who Is Not or Time Flies or whatever, but we'll just say it's Who Is Not, which had Na Ying, Huang Yi, Xu Mengtao, and Zhang Tian'ai / who we call Crystal. Hwang Yi's name is also Crystal. On the show, they call her Crystal. So it's kind of confusing, but whatever. And after them, the one they're competing against is Ningjing's team, Mimi with Kelsey, Rose, Zhang, Amber, Guo, and Sarah Zhao.
I think Rose's team got robbed again.
I
did not like the other song. It was a little dry.
I honestly, I feel like both songs were a bit dry for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not that I disagree with you. I don't want to say that it to me, it feels like if either team wins, it just feels like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I don't feel like anyone deserved to win over the other. I just feel like, okay, they just got more votes and they won.
I disagree respectfully because it was like, I carefully watched it. I was like, Ningjing, or not what's her name?
Na Ying.
Na Ying. They have such close similar. Like Na Ying, I think it sounded great. It was a little dry, but the stage didn't entertain me.
I get what you mean. Yeah,
it didn't entertain me. Like
yeah,
and it's an acting, something, props, everything. They all count, and it didn't entertain me. And it was just like the only thing that was interesting was the conveyor. The belt, the seat that went up and down, the camera angles. But then you have Rose's team. They have water. They have the images. They're telling a story. Like I was watching and I was entertained.
Yeah,
like it kept my attention. You know what I mean? And I also like that song better sonically because depending on which one I will listen to again, it would be that song. Objectively, and I'm not saying it just because Rose on that team. It's just that song sound better, and I think they executed better. They had better singers on that team, so it just made sense. And now we'll talk about my bias parts and thoughts. Who keeps buying Rose these wigs?
I screenshotted like 3 new wigs. She has a long, hold on, let me review.
That's her new house wig.
Yeah, the new house wig is the long pink one with the roots are dark. Yes. And then her new performance wig is the big blue one. Yes.
I was like, who keeps buying these wigs?
But she has another wig. Did you see the other one? It's like this length.
I know
red or like orange one or something. I think that's another practice or house wig.
Every wig for her stage is big and curly. No, how dare did you see the video I sent you on Instagram? Her photo where it's like she's with the other girls.
Yeah,
I died.
Afro wig.
I died. I said, what is going on? Who are her friends? I want to know so much more about this woman. But also, Rose's voice does not miss. Every time she starts a song off, I can laugh at how like just her living her life, but then she sings, and I'm like, oh, I can't even be upset because you're ridiculous. Oh, bless you.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
You're ridiculous. Bless you again. In the best way, but she's so flipping talented.
Yes.
So I can't even be mad. But I was just like, she's going to get a wig to match each stage. She has to make it to the finale. Yeah. It's done. Like she needs to make it to the finale so I can see each stage wig. That's all I have to say. I said how I felt about the songs and the stages, but I had to comment on Rose because I am enamored with this woman.
When she started the song off, anytime, I just feel like as long as she starts the song off, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, she opened it up and I said, she never misses.
I was a little bit disappointed by the end though, just because usually when she's singing with other people, her voice stands out more. So I don't know if she was singing with them by the end when they're doing the harmony or she was just lip syncing and having them sing or what.
I think because they don't sing live.
Yeah.
I think what they did because her voice stands out, they mixed her down.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I heard her, but she wasn't a prominent on the harmony, so they mixed her down. She was the bass. She was the bass vocal, and then everyone else was singing high octaves over her.
Yeah,
I like the girl who ended the song. I wish Rose ended the song. To be honest, I'm not trying to be biased. I just think that she's the strongest vocal on the team.
Yeah,
so it made better sense for me for her to be like, started and ended.
Mm-hmm.
But I think their song and stage should have won because I was thoroughly entertained, excluding Rose's video of her going. I was like, I said, what is this?
She did. She went like.
Yeah. Everyone else's video was so tame, and here she is, not only in a big wig, but in this like flowy thing, and I'm like, what's the concept? Everyone is on the same vibe, but you, and no one told you that this doesn't fit. But I'm glad no one told her. Sense. Okay.
It makes sense because, like in the show, she's explaining she doesn't like singing depressing things. So I can see why, even when she's like doing her acting and stuff, she doesn't want to be, like depressing like the others. She wants to be more,
I don't care what her thought process was. I enjoyed it. I have nothing bad to say. Mm-hmm. Every time she's on the screen, she's doing something. Mm-hmm. She could be walking. I remember they were talking and she walked in and she looked around and she walked back and I was like, great. Great. Her team was wild. Her team was like, oh, we should wear these Cinderella dresses. And Rose is just like,
yeah.
Now, that's all I have to say. I think her team should have won based on the full criteria of the performance and challenge. But I think the other team won just by having slight more star power, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I think I think that is why they won, and I think that's why they divided the team how they did. You know what I mean? At least Na Ying's team.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like it wasn't Na Ying against Ningjing this time, So
that would have made more sense.
Yeah, but I kind of prefer it this way because it's the type of performance versus the type of performance rather than the leader against the leader, And I think Ningjing, Na Ying won too when she was against Ningjing in the first public performance, which personally was unfair because Ningjing's team did the acting stage, which is the ballad, and then Na Ying's team had the band stage. So I'm just okay,
it's not the same.
Yeah, so I would rather have it like this. Actually.
I agree. I can understand.
Yeah,
I understand. So next, who did next?
Oh, don't worry, I have the list.
Okay.
Yep. So the next two teams who performed, the first team is Ningjing's team. They did Dreams. So this is the band stage with the duos.
The first Monster.
So the first stage is Dreams with Lu Lian and Fiona Sitz. And that was a duo who had the feathery outfits and all the feather stuff. Yeah. And then the stage after them is Na Ying's team who did Monsters, which is Tan Weiwei / Sitar Tan and Cindy Wong.
They both did great. But I think I already called this. That Monster team done.
Yeah, the Monster team was just perfect. Yeah, too good.
Not only I am proud of Miss Girlfriend that did the "Oh My Girl" song from the day one because she showed me she can sing.
Yeah.
The other girl, Sitar, she was acting up. She knew that traditional voice was going to sound good in that song. Yeah. And she was over there. And just singing all those notes, and she even when the song ended, she was still
going. I was like, what? But it was great, and that's why she got third place overall ranking. Good for her.
But other girls, she stepped it up. She stepped it all the way up. They sounded amazing.
It was so good. There was one part in that performance when, not the beginning, but right after the beginning, when they were sharing a stand and they were facing each other. It was like the talking rap thing going on. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite part. They sounded so good there. And that part of the song was just good. When that part came, I was like, they're winning.
I knew they were winning from the beginning when the first note hit. I said they set the mood.
Yeah.
And then when they started when Sitar hit her note, and then the girl was like, "You're not going to leave me out," and she started hitting her notes. Mm-hmm. I said, "Okay, this is great." I was like, "This is so good." The other team with the the feathers, I thought they were strategic, and I think they the Monster's just a objectively a better song. It's just it's no way, But I think every time the girl with the guitar gets in the group, they find a way to make it fit in. And I like when she was playing the guitar, The other girl was like, And I thought that was cool. Yeah. And then when she was dancing with the feathers, I said, oh, they're putting on a show. Yeah. I thought like they did more than Monster. I will give them that. And if they was on equal playing field, I think they would have won.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
But because the Monster had two great vocalists that all they had to do was just sing.
Yeah.
It was kind of it.
Yeah. But honestly, their mood too, just they weren't putting on a show the way that Dreams was, they weren't acting.
No, they weren't.
Just the stage that they were giving, you know what I mean? Their faces, you know what I mean?
They were singing. They were singing. That's when you have two singers singing a song, not doing little K-pop singing, but when you have vocalists singing and trying to convey a thought through song, it's kind of it. The other two girls, not bad at all. Yeah. The guitarist is also a vocalist. Girlfriend, the other girl, I don't know what she does for a living, but she's a great singer too. They put on a great show. I think they had great showmanship.
Yeah.
But those other ladies were singing.
Yeah.
They were vocalists. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you can't compete.
Yeah, Monsters deserve that. And then it was just a better song.
It was just a better.
I actually did like that other. I like they said they were singing like Cantonese or something. I like the way it sounded, but overall, I feel like Monsters was just a better song.
Cantonese plus Sitar's vocals, it was a rap. It was just a rap. And then
Cantonese is the Lulian song. Sitar sang Monsters, yeah.
Oh, okay, but I was like, whatever she was doing was great. So it was Cantonese, so that's cool. I mean, sorry, Monsters was just.
They're just gonna win.
It was just what it is.
Overall, I think if the audience ranked the performances, Monsters just might be first because, I mean, Cindy got first place out of all the votes.
To be fair, my Monster stage would have been Jessica and Rose.
No, it wouldn't have worked because Jessica can sing, but she still has like idol training, so she would give a acted idol. But what about this? Rose and Sitar. No, I think it had to be Cindy. The reason why Cindy and Sitar work is because they're so opposite, but they don't clash. They're the type of opposite that they work really well together. It completed the stage. I think Rose and Sitar still have similar vibes. They do. I just want to hear two strong, not taking away from Cindy's lighter vocal, but I just wanted to hear Rose give one good belt. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. I want her to hear that good. I was like, ooh. You know what I want to? What? When Rose is belting, I want her to go up to her teammate as she's belting. Her face turned all the way to the side. So yes. I think we're not gonna get over Wild Rose. That song was great. I'm still mad. I'm more like this round she should have won, but last round she definitely should have won, and I'm still not over that because I don't know why. I think the other team won just because they had more famous members or something, but I'm still not happy with that because she sounds so good. That was out of her comfort zone, but then I don't feel it was out of her comfort zone because I think 80s and 80s. I think Tina Turner went rock, and I feel like. This is what I think. I think that once you're so experienced in performing, nothing's really outside of your comfort zone. You can do anything. Because even Cindy, they were trying to make this whole story where she always does cute, and this is something different for her. But she's been performing for maybe 30 years now.
That I didn't also understand because I'm like, she's a singer.
Yeah, she's a singer. Sings. Yeah.
And this is an emotional song. She's just gonna she has ballads. She sung ballads.
Exactly.
This is just a ballad with the guitar riff.
Exactly. If it was a new, let's say a new idol who was trained to do cute things for 5 years, and they
for example, Hikaru from Kepler. No, because she does her rough stuff.
I don't mean her specific. What I'm saying is someone who's not used to being on stage. Oh, okay. And they're trained to do. Yeah, they're super fresh, and they're trained to do the one thing that you have to still get used to doing. You know what I mean? Once you're used to that thing and used to being on
doing
stage
anything outside of cute.
Yeah, literally.
They tried.
Yeah.
No, I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
Goodness. So we just knocked out like what? How many teams?
Did we even talk about the other team that's not monsters? They're cute.
We did.
Monsters are just better.
We said we did. I mentioned they were on the floor. They danced with the feathers. Girlfriend says,
Yeah, she had her little one knee drop.
Yes.
So, want to talk about the last two performances?
Yes. The ones with the strings.
Yeah, so the first team that went is Na Ying's team. They performed Paradise, which was Aya, Valen Su, and Charlene Choi. And the last team was Ningjing's team, who did Ugly Beauty by Jolene Tsai, by the way, which had Ningjing, Gillian Chung, and Kelly Wu.
Can I
say something really quick?
Yeah, sure.
I preferred Ugly Beauty a lot over the other stage.
I mean, I think the other team did better, the second team, but I'm just saying I liked both.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In the show, one of the, I don't know what they're calling them, but like, those two men,
the trainers or
the trainers,
the coaches.
They are. Coaches. Yeah. One of them called out Gillian because they said she dances like a beat early. And on stage, she was still dancing a beat early. I was like, oh boy, this is not it. And the reason why I know this is because the dance is so like, you know what I mean? Like you have to hit everything. It's not like the other stage when they're doing all this and it's whatever, So because they have to like hit every motion, it just stood out a lot to me because she was like, bah, and then everyone else followed her like, bah. It was like a ripple. I was like, oh, this is not it.
It stood out a lot because there's only 3 girls.
Exactly. Yep.
If it was 9 of them, put her in the back, she,
yes,
blends in.
I felt so bad, but the camera angles, I think they worked hard to hide it, but I could still see it a lot.
And I know they only got like 5 days to figure this stuff out. It's like a lot because when they're doing this stuff, they're getting ready for the next thing. So it's just like really rough. But I think the second team did better. I just really liked the strings.
Yeah.
I like the idea. It was cool.
Yeah.
I felt like this is what they wanted for the last stage with the strings or the rope.
Oh, with the rope thing when they
I feel like this is I feel like the producer who had that idea, he was like, I'm not letting you guys do me wrong. I'm trying this again.
Yes.
And that was cool. The strings, like they had the silhouette of the hands pulling it as she opened up I was like, that's creative. The other team just had a better song. But I'm like, when I heard it, I said, oh, I know this song. I've danced this on Let's Dance or Just Dance. So I was like,
I think the other team also just had a better stage too. Overall, I feel like the dance, the song, and like the overall stage was just better.
The camera work was amazing, and the transitions was great.
They had to make the camera work good because Homegirl was dancing a beat early.
No, I'm talking about the second scene.
Yeah, I'm talking about Ningjing's stage.
Oh, okay.
For the string one though, with Charlene, I mean I liked it because I just like the prop, like the rope props. Yeah, I just felt like those 3 together felt like a weak.
They didn't have much presence, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like they needed like a better center or something to kind of pull it together. The second team, like the champion, she owned that song.
She did.
I just wish someone that loved her went and plucked and foundationed her wig because it looked like she said, yes, wig. All right, I'm going on stage now. Like it just looked like she just pulled it out the bag, gave it 2 good shakes like a rug and called it a day.
To be honest, I think it's fine though, because that song was kind of like on the fiercer side. So if it's like cut more fierce, I think it's fine.
Oh no, I don't
mind like
the
a
cut.
Soft. That's what I'm talking about because it's just so I don't think it's that serious compared to because the song is fiercer, so it's giving more of a harsh look. If it's more blended, it's going to give it like a softer look. You know what I mean? I can't explain it. What I'm trying to say is that I just don't think the harsh cut is that serious because the stage is more fierce, so it actually kind of fit as opposed to being such a harsh thing. You know what I mean?
I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I just wanted her to look like it came out her head.
She probably didn't even care. She's like, y'all know what I look like. Y'all know it's a wig.
She sure did. She's like, why do I gotta lie? This is just an accessory. Yeah, no, it's great. Man, Wild Rose was great. But no, so okay. I couldn't really follow fully what was going on after that because then they started showing surgery after that, and I was like, "What
surgery?"
Yeah, they started showing some of plastic surgery after that. It was still on the same show. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know what's going on, but we can talk about who got eliminated.
Yes, because I didn't. I was lost after that.
So for the elimination, they basically said like they kind of went a roundabout way of telling you which team won and then who's getting eliminated. They wanted to make it so dramatic.
Come on, in that.
Yeah, for real. But honestly, Sarah's eliminated. She's gone. And it's just her. Only one person's eliminated.
Rose is somewhere doing her same victory dance.
Yeah. But it actually is interesting the way they did this elimination because it kind of shows you like who is the like who got the least votes out of all the members on the team straight away. And Rose seems like she's relatively safe. I mean, Sarah was the one who got the least amount of votes and she got eliminated. I don't really care for her. I mean, she was the one who was wearing the all green and I honestly, I was like, why are you on the show? Because you look like you're 25, but she actually is like 32 or something like that.
I mean, Ningjing looked like she 40 something, 30 something.
I think Ningjing looks her age.
She don't look 50.
She does. Have you seen the behind the scenes when she's not caked up?
I don't think I want to. I want to be in the fantasy.
Oh, she does look good though. Her waist is snatched. She said, make sure for my stage outfit, you guys show my snatched waist. And she got it.
I worked too hard, paid too hard.
Yeah.
I nipped and tucked too much to be hidden away.
Gosh. Well, we really don't care about Sarah, huh? We said, oh, she eliminated? All right.
Because none of the girls that we care about they're all in this is the opposite girls planet.
Exactly.
It's like we're being entertained.
I saw the top 3 and it was Cindy, Jessica, and Sitar. And I was like, oh, I know Robbie's happy because you said you like Sitar, right?
I like her mountain vocals.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sing me the whole phone book, girl. Go sing. I remember when she was like this. What is this? Oh, I remember when she was just like vibing, singing the song. Like, I think she was doing like putting clothes away or something, and she's like, woohoo! I said, yep, great. Can't wait for next episode. Perfect. Yeah. And then Cindy was like, not Cindy. Cindy was stepping up and doing her thing, and I was like, she redeemed herself from that first performance, and I mean, I can't really ask for much else. As long as Rose is in the competition, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Like, she brings me so much joy. When you are just living your life and doing what you want to do, she's the embodiment of that.
Yeah.
She's when she was on the phone talking to like her parallel self or whatever, her mom, she's like, hey mom, I'm not living the life you want me to, but I'm still happy. And I was like, yep. Yeah. Great. Everyone else like mom, like Jessica's like, I can't wait to eat your sandwiches. You make the best sandwiches. Mom, you work so hard to love me. I'm going to do the same in return and love you. Rose, I'm not living the life you wanted me to, but I'm happy.
At least she's honest.
She sure is with her. I said, get what is happening? Everyone else is so chill in their video, but her. And then the juxtaposition when someone was standing in front of her video and then she's singing and then I'm like, great.
I hope she sings a song with a little bit more energy next time because we didn't get like a proper, like we didn't get a proper one. I was watching, I was like, come on, Rose. And she kind of like went one way, but then she dropped it because, the mood is
not there.
Yeah. Next time.
Next time is going to be the original songs?
I don't know what they do.
I hope so.
We'll see.
Because I mean, I like these covers, but I want an original song. So she can put her stamp on it.
I don't remember what they did in season 1, but I feel like they just do covers and covers and covers.
That's fine. I'm not upset about that. She'll still put a stamp on them.
Yeah.
But we're getting to the finale soon.
Are we? I don't even know how long this show is.
So we'll just be watching it forever.
Well, I know the finale usually has 14 women, and we're down to 20.
We got some time.
Yeah, I think we have some time.
As long as Rose is in the finale.
Yeah.
If she's not, I'm going to be so sour.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so salty.
I need Rose in the finale, but I definitely need Jessica in the group. I really like Kelly too. And her stage with the last stage with Ningjing, when Kelly sang her first line, I was like, wow, I actually really like her voice. Like, I love her voice.
Here's the thing. I don't really have a preference who gets in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like Jessica to be in. I don't think Rose fits any of these women. Like, I don't think she fits the group. If she gets in, I'm happy for her. I'm not trying to block her blessing.
Yeah.
I just need her in the finale, and whatever happens, happens.
I think that these women are kind of like that too. They just want to make it to the end and give every stage that they can.
Right. Like what? I mean, I think Jessica's going to make it into the group.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say who else. Because Jessica's trajectory is going upwards.
Exactly.
And she's a likable person. I think age did Jessica well. Mm-hmm. Because I think she's like softened up a bit, like that Ice Queen, whatever. I don't see it here.
I still see it, but this is the thing.
It's glimpses, but I think she's learned how to like turn it off and on.
Oh, no. I think it's there, but the thing is that her personality, when you're with younger women, it's very strong, but women will get stronger as they get older, and Jessica's like the same. But now she's around people who are women now. So that personality looks softer now. I think if she had that same personality, but with a younger group, she would look a little bit more like not as friendly. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
But I also think it works for her in the leader role.
Yeah.
Because it's like, get stuff done. I don't have time to coddle you. Like, we got to get this going. And I think it's benefiting her teams each time.
For sure. I would want to be on her team, definitely, because she knows what the hell she's talking about.
Look, you Mashiro me to the finale. Mashiro me to the finale, child. Ain't got time for this. Give me these bonus points.
Yeah.
Young Gun me way to the lineup and bonus points. Still
Sheesh.
You got 3 servings of bonus points. We're talking about girls planning again. My apologies. That's my fault. But that's all I think we have to say. We can't stop.
We're already there.
What is she doing? Just that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the ramen.
But yeah, I guess that's everything.
So let us know how you feel about this season of Sisters Who Make Waves season 3. We're enjoying it. We're watching casually. We're having a good time. We're not coming up here with livid opinions. So hopefully you guys are doing the same. Tell us who your favorite women are. Tell us who your favorite performances are. Do you agree with who won? Do you agree with who lost? And let us know who you want in the group in the comments below. But that's all we have so far for you guys. Tune in next week for the next episode of the review. And we love you guys. Have a great rest of your day.